Hello Donovan, welcome to Athens. Did you expect such kind of love in a remote part of Europe?
Yeah, this has been incredible. I realize how global the NBA is, and it's pretty cool to have this experience.
What do you have to say about the game on Athens and the new vision of Adidas? Through sport, we have the power to change lives.
I love the fact that Adidas is making this opportunity for kids. And as a kid, as when I was a kid, I wish I had opportunity like this to be able to inspire and to inspire kids and get kids excited and to get out and play basketball. You walk around and see all these basketball courts around here. It's pretty cool. It reminds me of myself back home in New York City, playing basketball every weekend. So it's pretty cool that Adidas has decided to take it upon themselves to create this opportunity for kids in Athens.
And what will be your advice to the next generation?
Have fun. A lot of this generation is all about social media and all that, but just have fun and enjoy it, because it only happens once, and you're only a kid once, and I say that I'm 21, I'm young, but I'm not a kid anymore, and it's when you're a kid you don't really have much else to think about. There's no other stuff but just having fun and just in basketball, so enjoy it when you can.
And for sure you're having fun in Europe. Talk about your visit in Belgrade and also your visit in Athens.
It's been an incredible experience. I've been to Europe a few times, but it's my first time coming as myself, if that makes sense. So it's pretty cool to have the fan love and and getting used to having the security around all that. But it's awesome. I wouldn't want it any other way, and I'm glad I can make an impact here in Europe.
How do you rate the rate of European basketball based on what you have seen in the EuroLeague final?
I like it. I've seen EuroLeague games before, and I think the atmosphere is one thing that sticks out to me. It's just awesome. Everybody's excited, and they really love their team, love their sports team.
You have been recently through the draft process. What's your take on Luka Doncic?
I think he's a good player. He has a lot to work on in a good way. He's young, so he'll definitely improve and get better. But he'll be a top 5 pick in my opinion. It's just he can do so many different things, and his size definitely helps too. Seeing him for one game, I got a feel of what he can do. But I'm definitely going to start watching him a lot more now that I've seen him, and I'm intrigued.
There is some kind of comparison between him and Ricky Rubio, your teammate. What's your take on Ricky and also on Rudy Gobert?
Well,
because
I love Ricky. Yeah, I love Ricky. He's taught me a lot. The point guard spot helped me out in so many different ways. But as far as the comparison, I didn't think about that. And I like that one a lot. He's selfless. But he can also get to they kind of move the same way. With the way they dribble and whatnot. And but he's definitely selfless. Makes the extra pass, makes the extra play, and him being 6'6" allows him to see a lot more than Ricky per se, but Ricky has that vision that makes up for the 2 or 3 inches that he gives up. But it's pretty cool to have that comparison. I like that one.
Ricky Rubio's injury forced you to play also as a point guard. How was the transition?
Hard. Oh man, it's not easy, but you got a lot to figure out. You got a lot going on, but it's pretty awesome to have to go through a learning experience in the second round of the playoffs. I had a lot to figure out. I think I did an okay job of it. Could have done much better, and this what this summer's for, to learn and improve.
There's still a debate which will be decided in the celebration of the NBA awards about who is the Rookie of the Year. You have already spoke about this, but tell us why you should be the Rookie of the Year.
Why should I? I've never been asked that one before.
Yes, it's kind of point blank.
Exactly. I just with what I've done this year, I think it's a little different than most people. I think I've just been out there just competing, having fun, and I think the biggest thing that helps me is that no one expected this. I didn't expect it, so I think the element of quote unquote surprise, I think it'll be on my side. But even if I don't win it, what I've done this year, I'm happy to be where I'm at. Obviously I would be thrilled to win this award, and it'd be great. But to say that I made second round of the playoffs, played against #1 seed, went against my idol in the first round and beat him, and came back and played against my mentor, and even though we lost, you know, in the first 2 rounds, there's nothing more personally that I could ask for my first year, obviously, besides winning the finals.
So for the next few years, is championship or bust for you in Utah?
Next few years, hopefully more than just a few years, we'll be where we need to be, and we'll only get better and to improve.
You are called Spider Mitchell. Are you also a comic book geek? I know for a fact that Derek Favors loves his comic books. Do you also read Marvel stories?
Not a Marvel guy per se. I like the Spider-Man movies, but this is the name that I've had that name for a while, and no one really called me it. I just called myself it for a little bit, and people made fun of me, like in joking ways, nothing negative, just in funny ways. And then now that the NBA has taken the nickname and kind of ran with it, and then winning the dunk contest, I think kind of propelled the name, and I'm glad it's sticking.
It was kind of Spider-Man against the Black Panther, because Victor Oladipo used that gimmick and it didn't work.
Unfortunately for me, no, it didn't. But you know, he's a good friend of mine, and you know, I love going head to head with him. But unfortunately, I got the upper hand on that one.
You love customized Spider-Man shoes?
Love any type of customized. I like the black ones, though, particularly the black Spider-Man shoes with a little bit of like flair. The ones I have with the pink bottom on them, those are my favorite ones.
And last question: you come from a baseball family. How did you choose basketball?
I broke my wrist and sat out the whole summer, and then I realized I missed basketball a lot more than I missed baseball, and that was the switch for me right there.
Don't you feel that it will be a shame for basketball if you chose baseball, considering what you have already done?
I would have had a lot more help with baseball. That's a tough one. I felt like up until maybe 2 years ago, I was better at baseball than I was basketball. So I think that it would be close. I don't think I'd have this impact, you know, because baseball, you got to go through a lot more channels to get to the majors. You got a longer route. In basketball, you're kind of just thrown in the fire, and hopefully things go well, you know. So I think basketball is perfect for me, but it would have been interesting to see what happened if I stayed with baseball.
You are already a candidate for Rookie of the Year. You turn heads all around the world. Utah is building a winning culture again. What is your short-term goal? Because we spoke about the championship. What do you want to happen next year?
One round further than we make it. You know, I think that's the improvement. That's the only thing we can settle for. We're not just here to make the playoffs. We're here to continue and improve. And you know, 1 year, one step forward. You know, and ideally, the finals would be amazing. But you know, I think any improvement is better. You know, I think that's the first goal, and then we can continue. Once we improve, we can continue to go from there.